Alright guys, so today's video is a complex video. I'm going to be exposing multiple characters in this video, showing you guys multiple riddles, gematria. So I recommend you guys watch this video all the way through because this is a very complex video. So as you guys see from the side by side that's on the screen, this is Jennifer Aniston and Jada Pinkett Smith. These two characters, in my opinion, look so much alike. And when I first noticed it, I couldn't shake it, and I can't unsee the fact that they're just the opposite race of each other. That's what's going on here. And this is not dismissing any other characters that these two characters are made from, because I will share the other characters that are mixed into making their vessels, but I do think it's worth noting that these two are the same, and it's just so freaking crazy. And once you see it, once you wake up and you see it, it's insane. So this really proves it to me. Their nose and their smile is the same. They even have a similar jawline. Aniston matches to Jada with 92 and 29 in an ordinal reduction reverse and reverse reduction cipher. So this is mockery right here. In the 2002 cover of the People magazine, they put Jennifer Aniston with Brad Pitt and Jada Pinkett with Will Smith next to each other. And I think that this is mockery. Why would they put them, right next to each other? I think it's a subliminal. It's a subliminal message. That's what's going on here. And I only found one other person that sees this. So this was in 2014. They said, is it just me or is Jada Pinkett a black Jennifer Aniston? That's exactly what's going on here. It's completely insane. The fact that they have the same serious rested look really amplify how much they look alike, despite how old Jada is in the picture and how young Jennifer Aniston is in the picture. With any group of characters, one thing that I've noticed is that they end up having a similar photo shoot or photo or pose that's similar to a pose, photo, or a photo shoot that their other character has done. So moving on to the next characters mixed into making these characters, Iggy Pop and Jennifer Aniston are also the same. You can see it in the eyes, you can see it in the nose, and there are differences between them, but you guys have to look at this. It's so hard to explain this. They are mixed with multiple different characters. With creating them, they don't want it to be super obvious that they're just identical to another character. They mix them with other characters, and that's how they form that character. It's like if you play Sims, you could do the little template where you make someone a sibling, a parent. It's like, you get the template from another character that you just made. And the new character has features from that character, but you can also alter them or make them look like another character also to give that new character its own look in a sense. It's an illusion. Something I want to bring up is the fact that the stage name Iggy is recycled. This is a recycled unisex stage name is what I'm noticing. They recycle everything from the looks to the names to the characteristics to the way they dress. Anything you could possibly think of, they recycle it. Okay, movies are recycled, songs are recycled, all recycled. No new thing is being produced. It's just illusions. Everything's an illusion that it's new. So here's a side-by-side of Jada Pinkett and Little Mama. So when I did my video on Bow Wow and Glorilla about a year ago, I had discovered that Jada Pinkett was mixed into these characters. Now, that was insane to me because not only is she mixed into these characters, she's mixed into other group of characters, and that set of characters, Bow Wow, Glorilla, Little Mama, all of them, they have so many characters involved in that group. It's insane how they continue to recycle the same templates. And then here's a side-by-side of Bow Wow and Jada, and they look so much alike, same jawline. Even the eyes are very similar. We see that they have a similar nose. I rotated the picture a bit so you guys could see that more because I just thought it was insane how much they look alike. And Jada is a complete boy. This is disgusting. I've said this before. It was in my Brittany Renner, Mariah Carey video about how the female celebrities all look like little boys. They look like little boys with makeup on. That's what it looks like, and it's really disgusting when you see that. This is actually disgusting. And if people can't see what this is and how gross this is, I don't know what to tell people. Is openly this character openly has the appearance of a little boy. Again, the long neck, that's a characteristic that you see on all these female celebrities that they make. The neck gives it away 100%. If you cannot see this, that's just your problem. The chest, the way everything is built on this character, it's literally completely a boy, completely. It's a joke. So I have a video a year ago, Bow Wow is literally Little Mama, that's what it's called. And I have a video around that same time called Glorilla is a Fictional Character. And those are two good videos. Now the next character I want to talk about is Lisa Ray McCoy. And Jada Pinkett is mixed with Lisa Ray McCoy. You can kind of see in this photo. I thought it was insane. When I look at a single photo of Jada, I either see Lisa, depending on how the photo looks, or I either see Jennifer. Most of the time I see Jennifer now because it's really creepy, because all these quote unquote black characters are just these white characters, you know, edited, because Hollywood started with them making white characters. So what they did with these black characters, because I think it's something that I've realized, I think it's probably hard to make a minority character. They seem to struggle with that. There's always flaws on them. They don't know how to get the skin complexion right. It's just so many flaws where it seems like they're better at making white characters than they are than making minorities, okay? Also, when I look at Jada Pinkett Smith, I also see Bow Wow in that entire group of characters. So this character is like a collage of so many other characters, and it goes on and on. It gets insane, and I hate looking at them because I can just see so many different characters in them. You know, at first when I started this, I could only really see one, you know, and that's it. And that's how my videos used to be. But then over a certain period of time, I just started seeing so many. And I realized when I was making videos and some people be like, oh, they're also that person, whatever. And I'll be like, how could that be, you know? And that's when I had this whole realization about the mixing, how they mix these characters. It's like they're mixing them in a pot. Here's a connection between Lisa Ray and Jada. Lisa Ray in 2020 said that she'll have an entanglement. I hate that word. She would have an affair with Will Smith. See how they're trying to water down the idea of having an affair or cheating on someone with some stupid word called entanglement, making it seem like it's sick. It's just sick. I don't even have to explain it. It's just sick. If you see how sick it is, then you know. They do this all the time. When they're pushing an agenda, they water down the nature of it, okay? So like for example, they're not straight up calling it an affair. They're calling it an entanglement to make it seem like, oh, that person just fell into that person, you know? And that's just stupid. They're really trying to promote division upon people to get people to divide. And they're already doing that because everyone's so divided, and that goes into divide and conquer. So they're all born in September, the 9th month. Death fakers, all these characters could be death fakers, of course. Some of them scream death faker more than others. So we see that Lisa Ray was born September 23rd. And the crazy thing is, guys, it's all around each other, okay? Lisa Ray was born September 23rd. Jada Pinkett Smith was born September 18th. And then Will Smith was born September 25th. August Alsina was born September 3rd. Let's talk about some numerology here. So Jada Pinkett Smith was born September 18th. Dies equals 18 in gematria. This character might be a death faker, but I really don't see them killing this character, but they could. I don't put nothing past them. One thing I do want to note that I've been noticing with working on this video is that this Jada Pinkett Smith character is a humiliation ritual character. You know, they humiliate the mess out of this character on purpose. It's purposely done. This character is a media distraction. That's why they push this character. They do all these weird antics with that character because it distracts people, okay? And they could possibly kill this character later, you know? Make people feel guilty, I guess, because for some reason, a lot of characters that are death fakers, some of them were like hated or was humiliated before they killed them. something like that. So we see that Jada Pinkett Smith equals 99 in reverse reduction cipher. So guys, I've already said in multiple videos, a death faker is associated with what? A death faker is associated with 99, okay? So this is gonna be a death faker, most likely. That's how I feel. And she's born in the 9th month. Come on, she equals 99 in gematria, born in the 9th month. Too many connections, it's insane. So on the topic of September, because all 4 of these characters were born in September, well, Tupac died in September, and Tupac is connected to this Jada character a lot, okay? So Jada Pinkett equals 96 in 2 ciphers in gematria, the EP exception cipher and the EHP exception cipher. What's the chances? She's close to Tupac. They were really close. She equals 96 in gematria and 2 ciphers, and this character, this Tupac character, dies in 96. What is the chances of that? See, sometimes their gematria is scripted to other characters around them. It's insane. The encoding is like crazy. It's insane. So Jada Pinkett matches to 33 masonry, and Saturn worship. Like I said in my last video, they worship Saturn, Father Time. The middle finger is Saturn, so when you see them throwing up the middle finger, that's Saturn. Now let's talk about connections between Matthew Perry and Jennifer Aniston and Friends. So Jennifer Aniston just so happened to match to Media Distraction and Year of the Rabbit with 124 in the EP exception cipher. Now, this is a big deal. If you guys weren't aware, 2023 was the Year of the Rabbit, okay? And we see that also matched to Media Distractions. There was a lot of media distractions that year, not shocked. So what is the chances she matches to Media Distraction and the Year of the Rabbit? And Friends, that show was trending all 2023. I mean, people just keep talking about it over and over and over again. What is the chances of that? What is the chances one of the actors on Friends, Matthew Perry, he dies? And of course, it was in the Year of the Rabbit. This is a huge connection. This show is boring. I don't care about it. I just think it's super enmeshed, and I think it's weird, and I think it's some weird type of programming. I think it's sick that people need to get inspiration on friendship and family and all this other stuff from things that are imitating to be human. I think that's sick, and I think this show has a lot of programming. I feel like when people watch this stuff, they start expecting what they've seen on TV and shows like this in real life, and they start having these expectations towards the people that are close to them, and I think that's wrong. And there has to just be some type of programming. Every cover photo of this show, these people are completely enmeshed. They're super close to each other. That is insane to me. And people see nothing wrong with that. I mean, they're so close up on each other, it's insane. They are completely enmeshed with each other. If you guys know what enmeshment is, then you can clearly see it in this photo. What is the chances that Jennifer Aniston is on the show Friends and they're super enmeshed with each other, and her other character, Jada Pinkett, has this show called The Red Table Talk, and in one of her posts, in one of the Red Table Talks posts about relationships with mothers and daughters, basically she says a bunch of words, and one of those words is enmeshed. What is the chance of that? I just thought that was a little riddle, something encoded. So right here, this is a Red Table Talk. It's in plain sight. I really hope no one that's watching this video is watching that actually. That is so freaking low vibrational. It's not telling you anything. It's just a waste of time. I don't understand how these people even get people to watch them. They weren't all red. That's the root chakra, low vibrational. You guys can pause and look at these pictures. It's low. That's why it's called a Red Table Talk. They're not talking about nothing, just pushing agendas, being toxic, talking about mess 24/7. Nothing of value at all. Nothing of value at all. Pushing agenda. This is just all that is. So this Jada Pinkett character is a complete joke. Like a literal joke. When they made this character, they already had a plan to just make a mockery out of this character. And ironically, her last name matches to humiliation and Nephilim with 67. That's pretty interesting. And then we see that Jada and Psyop match with 30 in the Latin ordinal and Latin reduction cipher. Psyop matching to this is pretty interesting because everything this character does is a psychological weapon. It's a way of impressing the subconscious mind of the masses to program them with ideologies that weren't originally their own. When you can program someone's beliefs, you can basically have dominion over everything. And that's what they do. That's what they do. They have dominion over everything, the way people act. That's why they make all these shows and all this stuff. The internet is fake. There is not real people on the internet. There's real people are isolated. I see all these fake YouTubers and they sell this propaganda to people like, oh, if you become a YouTuber, you're gonna have all these other YouTuber friends and y'all gonna have all this money and all this other stuff. I want everybody to wake up that is complete BS, and I just wish that people would get that through their head. I recommend for more real people to, yeah, of course, get on YouTube, start speaking, break the way that all this stuff is turning, because there's so much fakeness. It's insane. Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, Google, everything you can think about, all insanely fake, all controlled. If you're a real person that does anything on there, you get shadow banned. That's what happens. They remove your followers. They remove your subscribers. They turn off post notifications for people. I get so many comments of that, and that's insane, you know? But they have an army covering all platforms of made-up fictional characters, programming people day in and day out, all these motherfucking trends, all this stuff. And then you see this in your real life, and you see something online that's trending, you go outside, and that fast, regular people are walking around doing whatever they see online. That is insane to me. That's a psychological war, impressing the subconscious mind, changing people's beliefs, changing the way people operate. That's slavery. We are in slavery. People are not thinking for themselves no more. So right here, Pinkett Smith matches two black people with 584 in the satanic and reverse satanic cipher. This character is a humiliation towards people of the race that she is imitating to be. And that goes for every character. They're all made a certain race to program and control that group of people. That's what it is. It's insane. Like the stuff that they push is just insane. This is cucking. That's what they're pushing with that whole entanglement thing. And why no one won't talk about how weird it is, how old she was and how young he was? Why, when it's the other way around, people want to bring that up? But when it's the other way, people don't want to bring that up no more. All of a sudden, it's okay. It's okay for a 40-something-year-old woman to be with a 20-year-old guy. That's okay. But when it's the other way, we all have an issue with it. That's wrong. And that's bias. But that's programming. Their ultimate agenda is promoting this grooming thing. That's what they're really promoting. This was a meme, and it says, Jada reveals she's been Tupac this entire time. All right. You know, that's like a subliminal. That's like admitting that these characters aren't real, but they're making it a joke by saying there's someone that they're not. It's insane. So Jada Smith matches to Freemasonry with 948 in a reverse Sumerian cipher. Pinkett Smith matches to media distraction, mind control, and Saturn rings with 960 and 984 in a Sumerian and reverse Sumerian cipher. See, mind control matches to this character. I think it's ironic how this character matches to mind control. And it does not mean that this character is under mind control. I cannot stand how people say they're under some type of mind control and victimize them. Do you know what you're doing? You're victimizing them when you say that. That's insane. And when you victimize them, you don't see the overall con that they have on the masses. They're made to be pawns to mind control the mass media, the mass population. That's their job. So Jada Smith matches to Illuminati with 68 in the EP exception and the EHP exception cipher. So let's talk about August. So August being the 8th month, it's very symbolic. I didn't go in depth with what that numerology could be connected to, but I know it's something symbolic to this. So what is the chances that Jada has an affair with August, and then Matthew Perry, who's close to Jennifer Aniston, is born in August? And ironically, he's born August 19th, 1969. Both end in nines, 99, okay? It's like a little tiny riddle. That's what this is. There's like this whole article about how Matthew Perry asked out Jennifer and she said no. And so that's even more of a connection. So these are the photos that Jada has with August. So much symbolism. So let's look at this photo at the top. Jada's covering her mouth, vow of silence, gatekeeping, withholding information. August, in that photo, he's doing one-eye symbolism, keeping people spiritually blinded. In this photo at the bottom, we see that Willow is wearing a shirt that has horns on there, and then she's wearing black and white shoes. Double dealing, duality, that's exactly what that symbolizes. So I recommend you guys go check out this video that I made about virtual reality, because this Jada Pinkett Smith character is connected to augmented reality with 740 in the satanic cipher and 812 in the reverse satanic cipher. And again, her full name matches to augmented reality again in the Sumerian and reverse Sumerian cipher with 1080 and 1512. All these characters that they have an ultimate agenda of putting everybody in VR. That's what it all comes down to. I think that is a huge agenda. I think it's bigger than what we think, and I think it's subliminally being rolled out, and they're slowly but surely getting people used to this fakeness, like virtualness. I think that's the ultimate goal, is to get everybody so trapped into their devices. So yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching. I truly appreciate you guys so much.